Hey, welcome back to my next video. So in this video I will be discussing the hauntings in my home of the year 2020. Now I know that was only last year, so don't think this is going to be the end of the videos, because so many things happened during 2020. I may have to make 2 or 3 videos about it anyway. I certainly won't be able to compress it all into one video because it'd just be too long. And what I did try to do during the year 2020 was write dates and times as and when things happened. I didn't always get it right, but certainly I tried to write down things. So certain incidents. One incident, what did happen during 2020, unfortunately I don't know the date of it, but I went to use the bathroom. I bet you're thinking, well, lots and lots of your incidents happen when someone's like on the toilet and things like that. Yeah, they do, and there's another one to come in this video. Okay, so things start to get quite comical in a sense. So this one's happening during the daytime. Now I go up to use the toilet and I leave the toilet door open all the time. I'm sure you don't want to know that, but we're a house full of females, so it doesn't really matter to us. But I leave my e-cigarette, yes, I leave my e-cigarette in the candle jar. We've got a wall on our landing. Our stairs is bricked up on either side of the staircase, but there is a small wall what we place candle jars on top. And we've got like large candle jars, and I go upstairs and I just drop my e-cigarette in one of the candle jars. And as I'm sitting on the toilet, my e-cigarette starts spinning round and round. I really wish I'd captured this on film, but I've only got a small candle jar here, by the way, but I will try to demonstrate what it was doing. So as I'm looking out onto the landing, my e-cigarette is just spinning around like that, but obviously it's a larger jar. So my mum's in the bedroom next to me, and I'm like, Mum, can you come here a minute? And she's like, what for? She knows I'm on the toilet. She's like, what for? Thinking, why does she need me to go into the toilet to her? I'm like, Mum, just please come here. And I think to myself, if I tell her what's wrong, my e-cigarette's going to stop spinning, and she's not going to witness it. So can you just come here, please? And she walks out of the bedroom and she just looks straight at me, and she's not noticing what's going on the wall. And she was like, what's up? What's wrong? And I'm trying to direct her with my eyes to look at what's going on in the candle jar. And she looks and she's like, and at this point my middle daughter, my youngest daughter, come out of the bedrooms, but then it just stops, so they don't really see what's going on, and it just stops on its own. We've tried so many times to antagonize the e-cigarette. We put it in all different positions on where the wax lays as it's dry, and try to move it, try to nudge it with our fingers to get it to spin, try to put it more upright, put it more horizontal, just to try and to get the spin on it, but it just doesn't do it at all. And another incident that did happen was me and my mum, and like I said, I'm starting to log things down. So on this is early one morning on the 26th of July, and me and my mum are sitting in the conservatory. Now we've planned a holiday, but because of what's going on, what still is going on in the world, we're not sure whether we can go, but we've already begun to purchase items for this holiday, and we've kept them in bags in the living room, which I don't really like. but we've kept these items in bags. Now, by our fire, on the fireplace, on the hearth, we've got this huge glass vase, and it's got these colourful reed sticks in, and they are so ugly. I really don't like them. I've tried to move them several times. If it was up to me, they'd be in the bin, but they don't belong to me. And I tried to move them several times, but like I say, we're a house full of females, so you can imagine like a load of lionesses together. If something's not right and we can have what we want in the house, it's one of those situations. So my mum's discussing this item. I'm not sure if we've got that or not. Let me just go in the living room and I'll check. So I walks in the living room, walks in here to check the bags, and I immediately stop because I notice one of the reeds has been pulled out of the vase and stuck inside the bag. Now, it wasn't shoved in. The stem of it was almost balancing on top of one of the boxes. And I'm like, Mum, can you come in here a minute? And she's like, what for? I said, just come in here and have a look at this. So she walks in here in the living room, and at first she doesn't notice what I wanted to notice. And she's looking at it, what am I supposed to be looking at? I was like, look at that. So she looks at it, but she's like, well, how did that happen? Who put that there? And we know it's none of us, but she doesn't find it all that spooky. It isn't really, and because it's happened during a morning time, we're not bothered about that. It's just odd. It's just strange. So on the 28th of July, 2 days later, this is late one night, early hours one morning, I'm on Skype with my husband in the living room, and we are watching YouTube videos together and saying, oh, watch this one, watch that one. We like watching exploring things and true ghost stories and similar to this, but being told by a narrator who's telling other people's different stories. It doesn't necessarily have to be a haunting, but something terrifying that may have happened to somebody. So we watch these on a regular basis, and I hear my daughter get up and walk across the bedroom floor, and I know that she's going to use the toilet. Yes, another toilet story. And just after I hear her walk across, I hear something bang, something drop, something like really hitting the floor, like a crashing sound. And I thought, oh, she must have dropped a phone or one of the toiletries what I kept on the shelf next to the toilet. But then my phone pings and she messages me. She's like, Mum, are you awake? I'm like, yeah, I'm still downstairs, I'm awake. She's like, did you just drop something? I'm like, no, I thought you did. She's like, no, it wasn't me. I'm sitting on the toilet. I was like, well, it's not me either. She's like, oh, I'm really scared. And I was like, well, this is how brave I am. I'm like, well, Nana's in the next room. Go and wake her up. And she was like, no, how's she going to protect me? I was like, well, I don't know. And we were trying to discuss where this sound came from. Now, I reckoned it had come from upstairs, but she says no, it had come from downstairs. And the jury's still out on that one because we can't agree where this noise came from. And she was like, can you come up to me? I'm like, no, because I'm sitting in the living room with the living room door closed. And I messaged her back and I'm like, no, sorry, kiddo, you're on your own with this one. Because I thought, should I open that living room door? There's going to be 1,000 spirits, ghosts and spooks just waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs. Because as soon as you open my living room door, you're facing the bottom of the stairs, the part that curves round. And I'm like, no, sorry, kiddo, you're on your own. And she's messaging me. She's like, well, great, I'm stuck on the toilet now. What she did do, and she's not like a young child. She's actually, at the time, she was 16. and she messaged her boyfriend and phoned him up and woke him up, and he's in bed in his own home, just so he could be on the phone to her while she was on the toilet. And after about half an hour, I hear the poor kid finally leaving the toilet room. So that was quite comical. Like there's a lot of comical things that do happen. There's a lot of, I can't say we're all like running around the house going every time something scary happens. No, we do laugh at some of the incidents, and we are quite playful with each other as well. So like I say, I will have to maybe put my videos of 2020 into the incidents in 2 or 3 separate videos, because it's really hard, even though some of the things only happened last year. It's quite hard to timeline it all as and when it has happened. I have typed it all down. It's on my laptop, so I know the dates and times from there. Oh, by the way, that incident I've just remembered with my daughter on the toilet, I've actually logged that down as 2:18 a.m. So I've just remembered that part. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you to everyone who is subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that so much. And hit the like button if you want to comment, say how far this video has reached, where you are in the world. I'd appreciate that too. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.